Hi everyone! So in April when I turned 40 I got a gift card from my parents and my siblings, and today we're actually finally gonna use it. We are going to go to Havsbaden, which is a spa in Grisslehamn. It's about 1.5 to 2 hour drive from here. It's a little bit north and a little bit towards the coast, so it's gonna be super awesome and I want to take you with me. So driving out of Stockholm, I kind of wanted to show you this because Stockholm, well, even though the fall has come in somewhat, it hadn't come in as much as in Grisslehamn. So I thought I'd show you all the way through how we drive there, but it's not going to be that long. But while we're talking about it, the first trip, part of the trip is about 45 minutes. It goes into Norrtälje, which is kind of the main city in this area. It's not a very big city, but it's a city still. And when you drive there, you drive on like motorways, but as soon as you get out of Norrtälje, there is like these smaller roads that you are gonna ride all the way up to Grisslehamn. Now they're a little bit wider than the usual roads, as Grisslehamn is one of those harbor towns, I would say. We have these boat ferries that goes just across the sea over to Åland, which is a little island outside of Finland. So it does have a bunch of traffic, both for the tourism, but also for the shipping that goes at that place. So the road's a little bit thicker, but they still show the beautiful, beautiful little villages, the countryside. I just love it. I just love it. Like, it's beautiful. Right here we are slowly rolling into Grisslehamn, and it's a little bit bigger of a village, but it's not a town. It's just a village. And the hotel itself, Havsbaden, is placed just above where the ferries come in. So you will see the ferry. You won't see the ferry, but where the ferry goes in and where you would drive in to take the ferry. However, we will pass it and go up in the next little hill up to the hotel. It was a little bit full that day, so it took some time for us to find a parking spot, but it was a lovely drive and it's a beautiful hotel. So, yeah. For the little room, I'm gonna give you a little room tour here. All the nooks and crannies. You have everything like that you usually have. Iron hairdryer, some drawers where you can put your things in, hangers to hang your clothes on. It's simple, but I feel like it's very modern and beautiful anyhow. They had a little mini bar and they had some snacks there. That champagne in the mini bar would work very good together with the bathtub that was in this room. Hey, we have a bathtub. We never used it. However, if you would order or book one of these rooms, there is like bubble baths and bubble bombs and stuff like that in the reception that you can purchase to have with your little bathtub. That bed it was very soft and very nice. The pillows were a little bit too soft, and we had some bad luck with our neighbors. They had a little baby that started screaming at 2 in the morning and didn't stop until 4. So I was quite tired the other day or the day after, but hey, it's a beautiful place. And they have this really big mirror, so hi, that's me. Some chairs where you can just sit and relax after you've been at the spa, and a TV if that would if that is something you fancy. And the bathroom, which I actually really liked, both because of how it looked but also because it had a heating floor, which was really nice. I really liked it there. So we have arrived. This is a lovely hotel. It's a really nice room. The whole idea is that this is also a spa. So we are going to be able to go down to the spa area and just relax tonight, maybe hop into the pool. Just have it nice and relaxed, you know. I'm not gonna take you with me down to the spa area because this hotel is filled with people. Like, it's full, and I don't want to record other people in like bikinis and stuff, so I'm just gonna leave that. In just a little while we're gonna go down and eat. It's a 3 dish meal, and I think I'm gonna try to record on my mobile phone so that it is a little bit more you know the word, a little bit incognito. Christopher says a little bit incognito. Yes, you don't see it as much as the big camera, and I'm a little bit like, I really want to show you everything, but I'm a little bit afraid at the same time, especially because like, this is a small town area. Even though the spa itself is probably just tourists, the whole place is kind of where I grew up, or it's a little bit north of where I grew up. So I'm a little bit worried about people knowing who I am. I don't know if they would, but anyhow, it's a little bit that. So but we opted for a early dinner. With this room it came a 3 dish meal, so we get like dessert and all those nice things, and we opted to take the earlier time. So we came here around 3:45. Got checked in. It's around 4 now, and at around 5 we are going to have dinner. I need to answer some emails, and Christopher needs to answer some emails, so we're gonna do a little bit of work and then we're gonna head up to eat. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I really like this place. And they do have a little teddy bear here. However, the teddy bear lives in the hotel room, so they said that if you want someone like this teddy bear, you have to go and buy it down in the shop. But it's a little cute bear, you know. Also, with our tickets came there's a snack bar downstairs, and then there is free breakfast in the morning. So it's gonna be nice. And yeah, don't think I'm gonna use the bathtub, but this was basically the only room left at the whole hotel when we ordered. So we have a bathtub in our bedroom, not even in the bathroom, in the bedroom. It's a little bit strange, but yeah. And then the trip was over. However, if you just go with me through this little trip, because it was a really beautiful morning, and I thought I'd show you a little bit about our trip back home. Then I'm going to talk all about how I felt about the place, how I liked the dinner, because that was delish, but maybe not as much taste as I would have wanted it to be. But yeah, so this is beautiful interview, and here we go. We are back here in Stockholm after our night at the spa, and I thought I'll just recap it to end off the video. So the spa, which is called Havsbaden in Grisslehamn, was a really nice hotel. It was fully booked, so there was a lot of people there. However, most of them spent the time in the spa and we didn't. So the spa is basically an inside and an outside spa. Outside there are hot tubs, so even though it was 10 to 12 Celsius outside, they were full with people because they were hot tubs, and it was like coming the warm, you could see the warm steam coming from them. We did take a walk by the sunset, around the sunset, just around the complex, so we could look at it from the outside. But with what has been going on for the past 2 years and the amount of people who were there, I felt that I didn't want to risk it. So we never did enter the spa, but the spa was included in our stay. However, they had extra packages that you could buy, different kinds of massages and wraps, and I don't know, I don't like people touching me that much, so I didn't opted for that, but they exist at the place. So yeah, we didn't go to the spa. When we had checked in and we had a little walk, we went and ate. We actually ate early at 5, mostly because we had worked all day. We had a 2-hour drive there, and then we knew we were going back home to work the day after, so we thought, hey, we take an early dinner, it works for us. We're pretty early anyhow when it comes to dinners. In our hotel room, a three meal dish, with the dish, 3-dish meal. That's the, I'm a little bit tired. Did I say I didn't sleep between 2 and 4? But yeah, so we got the entree, no, that's not the word, appetizer, the entree, and a dessert. And they had a fixed menu with choices. So for there were three choices for the appetizers, 3 choices for the entree, and then 2 choices for the dessert. Drinks were not included. This place have like really cool sommeliers and stuff, and really nice wines, but I don't drink, and Christopher wanted to be able to drive the day after, so we kind of didn't drink that much. They did have mojitos though, and I'm really happy that more and more places are starting to get these mojitos, because being that I don't drink, I very often just get juice or a normal pop, which is kind of boring. So for a pre-drink, I had a mojito, which was lingonberry cinnamon, and it was so good. Like, that was so, it was super sweet, but it was so good. For our appetizers, I had slightly smoked salmon and cold smoked salmon. It was really good. I wish there were a little bit more taste into the sauces that came with it, but otherwise it was really good. Christopher had the chèvre toast with beets. He said it was okay. He's not so much for chèvre, but he not so much for salmon either, so there were a 3rd choice, which I don't remember. Sorry, I didn't take a photo of the menu, otherwise I could have told you, but yeah, sometimes you forget. For the entree, we both took the lamb, and that was really good. The lamb was actually really good. However, it did have some chips on top, and I noticed that one of the chips was really salted, and Christopher got more spaces like that, so that was really salted. Otherwise it was pretty good, but again, I would also say it didn't come all the way. It would have needed a little bit more spices, but if you don't like it was really good. It's just me we have started to spice our food a lot, not strongly but more tastily, so then when it was a little lukewarm, but really good. Yes. And then we had dessert, and the 2 desserts that they had was a hazelnut brownie, hazelnut chocolate brownie, and some an apple crust, like an apple pie, but without the crust. So it was apple, and they had crushed cinnamon cookies on top of the apple in the oven. It was a little bit of vanilla sauce, and it was topped with 1 scoop of green apple sorbet. Now this is where we come to, it was good, however I'm allergic to apples, and I haven't had an apple in years. I know that like apple juice I get tummy aches from, but I don't get that apple allergy from. But this got me the apple allergies. I starting to itch in my throat, and I'm feeling how it's want to close up. Now I don't have that acute allergy that many people who have asthmatic allergies, where it just closes completely and you need an EpiPen. I never needed an EpiPen because I can feel the scratching in my throat, and as soon as I feel the scratching in my throat, if I stop eating, I will feel better. It will take a little while, it will close up a little bit, but it will not close up completely as long as I listen to that itch in my throat. But it was so good. I really wanted to finish it, but no, didn't work. And I was playing a little bit dangerous with that cardamom cookie because it's gluten in it. I think they could have made me allergy-free food if I would have asked, but most of the dishes were allergy-free for me already. I couldn't, when you see how it's built together, you know that okay, this shouldn't have any eggs in it, it shouldn't have these things, and I just didn't want to bother this time. So yeah, but it was really good food, and I do recommend the place, even though I felt at some places that it wasn't to the place where I wanted it to be. It was still really good taste in it, even if it wasn't as much as I wanted. So I do recommend it, and if you are a wine drinker, this place would be awesome. It is also a very cozy place. Like, it's quite of a dark decorations, like the walls are darker and the furniture darker. It's not bright, and it's just dark and cozy. And they have a fire burning in the entryway, and everything, like that floor is sort of open, so the smells from that fire goes all the way up to the dining area. So it feels cozy. It was really, really nice. We went back to our rooms, and when we woke up the next day, we had our alarm set because we needed to go back to work. They had breakfast at 6:30. They started breakfast at 6:30, so we made sure to be there at 6:30 and have our breakfast. They had a huge breakfast buffet. Like, there was so much food and it was so fresh. That I must say, they were super nice. They were super serviceable, and that is not only always you get that in Sweden, but these, the best people. I got so good service. I was really, really happy about it. They did cater to people with allergies, but for me, I had those issues where they replace lactose with plant-based milks, and because I'm allergic to all plant-based milk, that kind of made it a little bit more complex. So there was like no yogurts or something like that for me. But they had warm food and cold cuts and cheeses and salmon, and yeah, they had a lot, oatmeal. Yeah, it was really big, and a lot of fresh food and a lot of candy everywhere. I do not know what's with candy in that hotel, but everywhere they had candy. In the entryway, they also had like this little coffee nook where you could go and get coffee, tea, cookies, and extra amounts of candy whenever you wanted. So if you're staying there a couple of days, I think that would be nice. Also got to hear from a friend when I shared it on Facebook that I've been there, that she really recommended the afternoon tea. So you can book the afternoon tea, and she said that was awesome. So yeah, really like it. If you're ever in Sweden, around Stockholm, and have a car. You can get there by buses because like there are buses. However, I think it will take you like 2.5 to 3 hours to get there if you take the buses. While if you take the car, it takes 1.5 hours from Stockholm. So yeah, really nice. 5 out of 5, really recommend it, and it felt fresh and new. I was also pleasantly surprised. It was really fresh and new. Really nice. Again, 2 thumbs up. Awesome. But I am going to get this video edited, and I'll see you with a new one.